What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. It's Steve-O with my buddy Clark here. Happy Friday, buddy. This is the playbook with Clarkus and Steve-O. How you doing?
Uh, Not well.
Yeah,
Hand
I see
up,
that, man.
not well. I'm sure
Yeah.
most of you see this. I'm in a soft cast. Thankfully, nothing's broken, but it's pretty bad.
Dude fit in right with all of playing on one of Mark's Pope's teams, getting hurt, man.
I know, right? My shoveling season, it's over, baby.
Yeah.
I know if any of you all follow me on social media, you've seen some of my shoveling posts about all the ice I have shoveled up.
Yep,
Not to
there's been
get
a lot out
political,
there.
Not to get political, but a different type of ice got me.
Right. That's more of a joke than political. But
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's
definitely.
to be quite frankly, there's a shit ton of ice out there right now, and amongst our friend groups, at least when we were younger, we would say when it's icy outside, there's a bunch of Smirnoff ices out there, but you're gonna need a couple Smirnoff ices just to skate across all the ice we got here. It's insane.
Right? Yeah, I got iced by the Lord today.
Yeah, right.
Not fun.
No, well, hope you can
Although
recover and figure out what it is, man.
I will say that I would have gladly drinking that Smirnoff ice at the point that this happened. It's like, you know
Yeah,
what? Give me a little something to numb the pain.
you'd have been sitting there sliding on one knee.
But other than that, doing good. Can't complain. Could be worse.
Well, good, all things considered. Yeah, with the weather and with how our sports teams are, our football team, the Bears are getting some of their coordinators poached because that's what happens when you're good. Basketball team lost for the first time in a while, so it's hard to stay optimistic, but hey, we're doing our best.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty much everything's reeling right now. I mean, you've got, like you said, the Bears. What was he like? Wasn't he like a GM?
Yeah, so we lost the assistant GM. I forgot how to pronounce his name, but he was right under Ryan Poles. He's done the last couple drafts with him, so he was good. And then we lost Declan Doyle to the Ravens, our offensive coordinator, which we know, as we talked last episode, Ben Johnson called most of the plays, but the fact
Yeah,
that the Ravens wanted him tells us that he was still a big part of it. Like he didn't just get the quarterback coach job somewhere.
right. Well, that's just him. They saw how our offense operated this year, and it's like hopes and prayers that he retains some of that Ben Johnson knowledge and can do that here.
Yeah, and as much as we love Caleb and his promising future, it'd be hard to say no to want to coach Lamar Jackson in his prime too. So
No kidding, and they have very similar skill sets. It's not the worst hire in the world.
no, not at all. I don't know a whole lot about the head coaching vacancy they just filled, but I know that they are good coordinators, so that's half the battle in the NFL. So.
Right? You're not wrong. Not wrong
Um,
at all.
Yeah, so I didn't think we'd start out with Bears, but since we're on it, have you seen that on social media, all the people freaking out about DJ Moore right now? Everyone's saying he has to be in the trade because if we can get Max Crosby, I know we talked about this, but there's other people that are lining up that we're potentially looking for at defensive end or linebacker, and everyone's saying we need to get rid of DJ Moore. So they're agreeing with you.
I'm just saying, man. It's a perfect trade for both sides involved.
Yeah. It would be for that one. I'd take him for any Pro Bowl defensive end. I know DJ Moore wasn't a Pro Bowler this past year, but he had a bounce back year, and I think any team that needs a receiver, like the Raiders, could use him. So
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you how many trades I looked over trying to
yeah,
get Max Crosby.
right,
But the one that I talked about, I think that was either last episode or 2 episodes ago.
yeah,
But it just makes so much sense for both parties. Like, you're going to draft Mendoza number
you're
one.
right.
It's
Get him
going to
someone to throw
happen.
to, other than Bowers. Yeah,
And a tight end's not getting open every time, and you can't run an offense where you draw a play up for a tight end to get open every time.
Exactly.
I
Right.
mean,
And they don't even have a head coach right now.
half of a tight end's job is to essentially be an extra lineman and block,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what makes them so unguardable over the middle.
Yep. And Mendoza will definitely have them give them more wins than they had this year, obviously, because they're the number one pick. But I don't know. I don't know how the Raiders' offensive line is because we know Indiana's was good. But I think having Mendoza and a DJ Moore, along with Ashton Genty, like I said,
You're in a good
Bowers when
spot.
they can get open, they're in a good spot on offense. Yeah. So I didn't think we'd go Raiders, but I feel like we want Max Crosby. So,
Well, can I ask you this?
all right.
Would you be interested in a scenario where we keep DJ Moore and
Yeah, I would.
sign a Trey Hendrickson?
Yes, I would. I'd be fine with keeping DJ Moore. I'd be fine with trading him for Trey Hendrickson. I think Trey Hendrickson's still got a couple good years in him. I think we got Javon Dexter and Grady Jarrett at defensive tackle, if I remember correctly. Those guys are fine, but not all pro like Trey Hendrickson. I would
But
gladly take him.
isn't Hendrickson an edge?
He's hybrid. I don't think we would need. I don't think we would play him that edge. We might on the right edge, but we have Montez Sweat on one side, and we play Edwards. He plays down too. Uh,
Right. And
but
then there's also a very real possibility we re-sign Khalil Mack, which I am all for.
me too. Me too.
Come home,
Uh,
baby.
I know, and he's yeah. I think that's what made our defense. Our defense was good because of turnovers. They struggled because they couldn't get pressure on the quarterback. I'm thinking back to those Packers games. Jordan Love is an average quarterback, and he torched us because we couldn't put any pressure on him to win the game.
Right. Isn't that crazy though? Can't pressure the quarterback, but wind up with the most takeaways in the league.
Yeah, it is. And as Bears fans, we saw how many points they gave up, and the defense was still kind of fun to watch. So that's like our eyes and our minds are working against us, but at the same time they're winning. I don't know. It was just a weird defensive year, and Dennis Allen's kind of a weird pseudo coordinator.
Yeah,
He
he's
likes to
like
blitz a
a
lot. And yeah,
defensive nut and like throws all kinds of different schemes and packages, but you could basically have like the way they would line up on the defensive side of the ball. It would basically be the same play, but they could line up like three or four different ways
yeah,
and make it
show
look like
different
they're
coverages.
sending
Yeah,
pressure or loading the box, whatever. But
and it worked. So I don't know who's a free agent on defense. I know they got a couple guys. I know they got to resign Brisker, which I think they will after that playoff game.
yes, you have to re-sign two guys that I know
Yeah,
for sure are going to be
yeah.
free agents,
Uh,
and it's Brisker and it's Nashawn Wright.
Yeah, Nashawn Wright. Oh yeah, he just balled out this year. He stepped in when we had injuries. Really, the whole defense did because I can't tell you how many times, probably at least every game except maybe that last game because they were like the Bears were finally healthy. That we had at least one major player in defense on that. So
Yep. If you're Ryan Poles, would you take a flyer on re-signing C.J. Gardner Johnson?
for the right price, yeah. Let's see. I just pulled it up right
Yeah.
now for 1,000,000. Okay, so he's about $1 million for one season. I think that would be worth it. But just
Yes.
looking on here too, it depends if they want to pay Kevin Byard because Kevin Byard is getting up there in age. He's 33, almost 33, and he's 7.5 million. So
Yeah, but he's one of the best.
he is, and he's a big reason we cause turnovers. So I think if you can get both of those, I would be fine because
If
I
you
don't
can
want
get
Gardner
both of
Johnson to
those
be
for
the prime time starter. He can be the third safety or cornerback.
right. I don't know. I feel like if you can get both of them for 8 million, that's a pretty good price.
Oh yeah, I would be fine with that too. Looking at the other people, they could like the other free agents are backup quarterback Case Keenum, Jonathan Owens, Derwin Smith, Chris Williams, Andrew Billings, Ryan Bates, the backup center. I mean, there's not a whole lot of guys, top end guys, we have to pay a lot for, and then Nashawn Wright's at $1 million a year too. He'll obviously get more than that this time around, but
Right.
uh,
As he should.
yeah, he's earned it. And I mean, polls will probably pay him. I don't see why they wouldn't, because he was a strength of weakness on our team. So
Yeah. No kidding. No kidding. But no, I'm all here for Khalil Mack homecoming.
yep, me too, me too. I was
I've
trying
got
to
a
think of,
hoodie. I'm ready to break out.
oh yeah, heck yeah. I was trying to think of some other like homecomings they could have potentially had, but we haven't had a whole lot of good players recently.
No, we have. We're not really. We're not really used to being this good.
Khalil Mack was the best one for like 8 years.
Oh, for sure. Maybe even longer than that. He's probably the best player we've had since Devin Hester.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I think some of those guys on Hester's team, those defensive guys were pretty good. I mean, of course, Peanut and
Oh yeah, Peanut. Duh.
yeah, yeah. We'll shout out Peanut every episode if we
I
have
mean,
to.
there's literally a play named after him, the Peanut Punch.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, got a cast to get a nice little peanut punch in now.
I'd be pretty decent at it with this hard ass fucking thing I got on my arm here.
Right? Hey, but yeah, I'm excited
Probably wouldn't feel
for the
good,
Bears.
but
No, uh, but yeah, I'm excited for the Bears. The schedule's out for next year, but the opponents are. But obviously they
times and dates,
play
obviously, yeah.
some days. So it's we got. I'll pull it up real quick because just give everyone. Here we go. So of course we got the toughest division in football. We got that home and away: Lions, Packers, Vikings.
Read them all
And
to me. We'll go down the line. I'm going to predict next season.
all right, well we'll start out with the home games because there's no order, so it's just home and away. All right, home games. We got New Orleans Saints,
Win,
New York Jets,
win,
New England Patriots,
win,
Jacksonville Jaguars,
win,
Philadelphia Eagles,
win,
Tampa Bucks,
win,
Minnesota Vikings,
win,
Green Bay,
win. Fuck the Packers.
Detroit Lions. Yep, exactly. That's why I didn't say the
Win.
name. Detroit Lions. All right, so it's undefeated at home. All right, away. Seattle.
Win. I don't know if you noticed a theme here.
Yeah, I think,
I'm
hey,
on the Bears hype train.
we had a good season last year. Carolina,
Win. Shout
Atlanta.
out Meow Mix.
Yeah. So at Atlanta, Falcons.
Win.
At the Dolphins.
Win.
At the Bills.
Win.
Yeah, he's got a broken foot. He can't beat us. Uh, at the Vikings, Packers, and Lions.
Yeah, all wins. We're going undefeated.
Yeah. Hey, someone's one
Nah,
of these
I'm
years.
kidding.
Yeah, you're kidding.
Go.
You you're kidding until September, till the hype train really hypes back
Right.
up.
Yeah, it's dead season right now.
We got the Super Bowl that should have been one of the most watched Super Bowls of all time, and it still could be. I'm gonna watch it because I watch them all. But as a football fan, I'm not excited for Seahawks and Patriots.
I'm not either. I mean, it feels like nostalgia,
Yeah, certainly does.
which
And
is
they're not
weird
the
to
same
think
teams
about.
though. They're
It's
totally
weird
different
to think
teams.
about because the last 5 years, both of those organizations have been hot
Yeah.
trash.
Yep. Yep. Seattle, what made it twice with Russell Wilson, and Patriots made it a shit ton with Tom Brady. But a lot has changed since then.
Oh, no kidding. No kid. Sam Darnold is in the Super Bowl. Think about that.
I'm kind of rooting for Sam Darnold, not because I don't like the Patriots, because it's just a good story that he won a lot with the Vikings and they just let him go. And he said, all right, I'll go to Seattle and win the whole damn thing.
Right? Well, that is one of my reasons. But I have
Yeah.
two.
Okay.
One, I don't like the Patriots.
Yeah, everybody. Cheers to
And
that.
two, you will agree with this one. I personally have an issue with North Carolina quarterbacks.
Absolutely.
So I
I,
cannot, in good conscience, root for Drake May.
I have issues with everyone that went to that school except MJ.
Uh, you know what? You're probably not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a few basketball players like Vince and a couple we don't mind when they make the NBA, but
Yeah,
if you were that,
it's MJ, it's Vince. For
okay,
me, I would
I got
probably.
one. It's dual sport, Julius Peppers.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good pool. We're not even
yeah,
to the helmet segment yet. This is
I know,
great.
but it's the Bears, yeah.
But I
So.
would also throw Raymond Felton on that list.
Okay, that team I didn't like him, but I could see where you would have liked him. He was probably the most likable on the team.
And Rashad McCants. I liked him.
Yeah, he's actually I couldn't stand Sean May, but yeah, McCants was fine, and Felton Felton had a good NBA career. Like he lasted like 10 some
Yeah.
years. That's kind of
And that was
yeah,
remarkable because that was with what, the Bobcats?
yeah. He probably got traded a couple times. That's who he started out with. Yeah, not even the Hornets, the Bobcats.
And he had to play with stinky ass Andrew Bogut.
Right? Still not the number. Not to get on too big of a tangent, but still not the
Or
worst number
not
one pick
Andrew
of all time.
Bogut. I'm sorry. Adam Morrison.
Oh yeah, that was a talking about NBA flameouts. Yeah, at least remember back in college it was him versus Reddick, and Reddick clearly got the winning end of that one in the NBA.
Yeah. Opposite trajectory paths for their careers. JJ Redick had a great NBA career, is now the head coach of the Lakers.
Yeah,
And Adam Morrison is, I don't even know, probably
being
sleeping in
a
his mom's basement.
or being a hippie somewhere, he looks like he'd always be a to be just being on the side of the road in like Hawaii somewhere. I don't
Well, that was
know.
why I said stinky. Apparently,
Yeah.
his room, or not roommate, locker roommates
Hmm.
didn't like his hygiene routine, and
I
it was
remember that now. Wow, that's a good pull. I forgot about that.
not good.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
Well, you want
JJ
to talk
Redick is
about this
also
ass?
I was just
Go
gonna
ahead.
say I saw he's the top 10 3-point shooter of all time. He's like 10th or 11th in 3-point shots made in the NBA. So he's clearly doing better.
Right. Well, we're long enough, then. You want to get to this ass whooping we took
Yeah,
Tuesday night?
yeah. We were clearly trying to delay that by talking about positive things. So,
Yeah,
um,
we literally talked about Adam Morrison's hygiene before we talked about the cats getting their ass kicked.
man, I'll
Tough
put it
times
this
right
way.
now, buddy.
I'll put it this way. I'd talk. You're amongst one of them. I text quite a few people during games, and when it gets bad, you're one of them. But we're like, hey, usually it's because you gotta go to bed early. But it's like, hey, I'm just gonna turn it off. This is bad. I had two buddies that never say that, and they said that about halfway through the second half. They were like, forget this. They're like, I am turning this
Yep,
shit off. I'm like,
I'm the same way.
I am too.
Literally, it was. I remember looking at the clock. It was 10:32 to go in the game, and it was like 10:46 p.m. It's like, you know what? I gotta get up at 7. I am not sitting here watching the rest of this basketball game because that was not a basketball game. We ain't playing basketball as the song says.
And especially coming off a 5 game win streak, it's kind of puzzling that the effort and stuff, like execution and just lack of defense. I mean, our defense is what kept us in games both halves, and they just let. I know he's their best player, probably Tyler Tanner, but they made him look like Anthony Black or like I was thinking of someone with a fro, but some a good NBA player.
Can I make this point?
Yeah.
I think this is par for the course.
Hmm.
You know, we've dealt with Mark Pope for what, a year and a half now?
Yep.
Almost 2 years. A little closer to 2 years. But it's par for the course for his team to go on, like, just when you think they're done, like, not gonna do nothing, they go on like a 5, 6, 7 game win streak. And then we go into a game against a ranked opponent, all high and mighty. It's like, my chest is puffed out. We're going to win this game. And then you get fucking smacked in the mouth.
Yeah.
It's a common
La-
theme throughout the Mark Pope era.
Yeah,
You,
last year's team was a little different because he felt like they were limited athletically, and we had a couple more injuries. We weren't as deep, so you get kind of gave them a pass on that last season. At least in my head, I did. Now this season, yes, we're missing Lowe and Quaintance for most of the season, but we've been healthy for a lot of the season. Not like fully healthy, but we're deep enough to consider ourselves healthy enough to play hard enough to where you're going to get subs or
right.
whatever. Like, or there's no reason for them not appearing like they're trying hard because you can at least fake try hard.
Isn't it wild that you just brought up the point that we don't have as much of an athletic team as other teams, so we got to play harder? And then you present this roster who is probably less athletic than last year's team.
In spots, yeah, I think overall they aren't. They've proven that they are this year for some reason, but like if you just put them on paper, this year's team was supposed to be way more athletic than last year's team. Amari Williams and kind of Almanor too with his athleticism, but Brea, they surprised us, and Jackson Robinson with how athletic they were last year. So they succeeded expectations, even if they were maybe slightly higher than this team athletic wise in your eyes. But this year's team has gone so far down their expectations, it's mind boggling.
Well, here's the kicker with that, and this ties back into the whole ordeal of I don't want to hear the word analytics ever again from Mark Pope. On paper, yes, you are correct.
Yeah,
But we don't play the game on paper.
right.
We play the game on the court.
Yeah,
I don't care what the analytics say.
amen.
Like, yes, Mohamed Diabate shot 40% from three, but he took like 5 shots.
Yeah, I oddly think he has found his right role so far. Like at
Yeah.
this point in the season, off the bench and rebounding. But when we are struggling early in the season when he was starting, yes, he was not in his right role, and that's like a lot
No,
of
and we
people
we
say.
talked about that last episode. He's like a 6-man type player.
Yep. I, even now that they feel like they've figured out some of the right roles, it's maybe I'm just going by recency bias because of the Vanderbilt game, but it just feels like they're
Doesn't
not
look good.
confident. I just don't know. It just feels like they're not confident. Like, they're not
They're
Kentucky. They're not
not.
playing like they're supposed to win. Like last year, yeah, we were more experienced. We had seniors, juniors, whatever, but they were all brand new to this team and this system, and they came out as killers. They were confident, and that people can say it's the NIL money. Every other school is paying their players. Cameron Boozer, AJ DeBossar are making us more than anybody, and they're going to the two favorites for National Player of the Year. I mean, it ain't all about the money.
You're not wrong. I mean, it's a complete turnaround. I mean, we had probably the least expensive roster in all of college basketball last year, given that Mark Pope only had what a month and a half to build his roster.
Mm-hmm.
Now you go a whole recruiting cycle. You only get essentially one recruit, two recruits because you stole one at the last minute, and not to this will give Louisville fans a good laugh, but you've seen this on X. The whip, the Mark Pope whip.
Yeah, the with.
I mean, it's getting out of hand at this point. You
I don't
can't just
remember.
always
I don't remember if
build
this
through
was
the
the week we.
portal.
I know. If this was the week
Or
we
maybe
started
he can.
first
Maybe that's his style.
podcast, it could be. I think he leans towards that because he likes experience, but I think I don't know if we talked about. Maybe it was. I think this may have been on our first podcast when the Polachek and Pilgrim story dropped about all how Pope wasn't a closer in the deals, and he uh, basically, I think I made this point too. He doesn't make it. Not that you have to do this, you want to be friendly, but he doesn't make it like an exclusive to talk to him. Like to talk to Calipari, you had to go through Kenny Payne and Brad and go through some circles, and then he came in for the kill. Pope, I
Right.
think, is with them constantly and probably overworking himself as well, and doesn't know how to come in for the kill or can't come in for the kill because it's limited financially, or I don't know. That's I. We know JMI's got some handcuffs on him with this recruiting cycle. So
Right. But you know what the answer is? He's never had to do that.
no, he got
He's never had
he,
the financial backing to
exactly.
go after these type of guys.
Yeah, and he does. Yeah, he needs to hire somebody, and they might have someone internally that not that anyone knows publicly that is willing to be a full time GM and do all that. So
Yeah, you've got to have one. You've got to
you,
have one.
I mean, I don't
And
want
I
this guy
think,
as our GM, but he was just you use him as an example, like Twanny Beckham was for the TBT team. You want someone that understands Kentucky, but he didn't have to be the best player of all time.
right. Now, and that's like, you actually took the words out of my mouth.
Oh, okay.
I think you could take a serious look and say, hey, Twanny Beckham, you're the you're you're the GM of Kentucky basketball. I
Yeah,
think that would
I
be a great decision. But
I do
there's
too.
two guys I have in name. It was
Okay.
Twanny Beckham and Rondo.
Rondo, yeah. Especially if you want to get his kid. His kid's hooping. But
I would
um,
say Tyler Eulis, but he's
he
still
just
with
doesn't have,
Cal.
he don't have the same ties to UK. He loves us here, don't get me wrong, but like Rondo's from Kentucky State and still comes back. I'm sure Euless will come back when he's done coaching at a Cal, but
Wasn't
uh,
Twanny from Kentucky as well?
he was. He's 1 year. I think he graduated in 2010 or 2011. He's around our age.
Where did he play? Was it a Louisville school?
Yeah, I think it was Ballard because I'm
I,
pretty
I was
sure.
going to say either Ballard or Male.
I think it was Ballard because I remember him playing in the state championship game in 2011. I went to in high school. I went to all those, like those 4 years,
Right.
and 20. I think 20 was on Ballard, and they lost to Scott County in the finals. Yeah, he went to Ballard.
Okay, good pull. Steve-O
Yeah,
knows
yeah,
ball.
definitely no Kentucky ball. I definitely know number 20. I actually uh, shout out our buddy Kev. Him and I went to season our freshman year, 2011. Went to season tickets uh, that year in 20. Was on the bench, like right in front of us, so we got to see him up close watch. So
Nice.
that's the one
That's
time I ever did
awesome.
a student, but that was fun. That was the Brandon Knight year. That was a lot of fun. But 20 was on that team, and that was a. I mean, if real UK fans definitely adore that team. So, and
Yep.
this team had potential to be like that if they had the right point guard.
Well, we had the right point guard, but he's on
Yeah,
the DL like me.
no, that's fair. But I'm saying if we had a dynamic scoring point guard, I think Aberdeen's a dynamic scoring combo guard. He just doesn't pass the ball enough to get other people open. We got to.
He doesn't know how to initiate an offense.
No, he doesn't. And to his defense, he didn't have to do that at Florida.
No, that's not the position he plays. He plays a
No,
shooting guard. I ain't passing this shit. I'm shooting it.
exactly. And he he didn't get to shoot it often last year with those three guards Florida had last year. So he's pretty happy to shoot here, I'd say.
Oh, no kidding. And me and you both know that well, or that role well.
Yeah,
I think we were what? You were a shooting guard, weren't you?
yeah. I played shooting guard combo guard. Yeah, I did. I didn't like bringing the ball up. I could.
Yeah, same here. Give me the rock, let me shoot it. I don't want to. You're making me make too many decisions.
Right, right. Just let me shoot. I'll run off some screens, and I think that I don't know if you notice that in some of Kentucky's offenses, like they don't screen very hard. They kind of just throw the
No,
half-ass hit screen out and then roll.
yeah, like when you got a guy running baseline from one side of the court to the other, you
Yeah,
got to set a hard pick in the paint, not just some little pansy ass shoulder.
It's college
Like
basketball, and I'm not trying to call Moreno out because he's a freshman, but he's the one that does it often, and Garrison does too. Garrison should know better, but in the SEC you can't do that. You got to get at least one limb or a full body on him.
it's time to have a real conversation about Garrison.
Yeah, I think you and I and a lot of the Twitter community has, but we can have a serious one here because I think we're on the same page.
I'm tired of him seeing the court.
Yeah, what positives can does he bring? Not to like, we're not gonna even we don't have to go over all the negatives. Just there's not a whole lot of positives.
There is none. I mean, he's a body,
What were his
and
positives last year, and how did those not translate to a second year Mark Pope system? That's what I'm saying.
right. No, you hit the nail on the head with that one. It's like there was so much hope for him progressing, and it's like no retention of what you went through last year with Mark Pope and this offense. It's like you had to completely relearn it again, and
Last
you're
year,
still struggling with that, and we're a quarter of the way into conference play.
yeah, last year he set screens hard. He'd rebound. He was a great backdoor passer. He would try hard on defense. And now I feel like he has limited his minutes some. He's probably down to about six a game at most. But he's not really doing anything with that six a game, and just kind of just we know. I don't know how much we paid all these players individually, but we know we had to pay to get him because we were worried about losing him.
Yeah. Oh, he got easily $1 million.
Yeah, so he's not the only one not performing up to
That
standards, but
that check
he's
hit,
probably the
and
most
he said
disappointing.
that check hit, and he said, "You know what? We good."
And he can't use the excuse that he wasn't practicing because JQ wasn't practicing for a lot of the time. It was always him versus Moreno. So
Yeah, you ain't wrong. But
yeah,
what do you think
we'll
about the
see.
game tomorrow?
I don't feel the best about it, and it has nothing to do with it being Cal. I don't think we can guard Darius Acuff or Malik Thomas.
Nope.
And I don't think they
Nope.
have anyone that
We can
they don't
guard
have
one of
anyone
them.
that can. Yeah, we can. I don't think they have anyone that can bang with Moreno, but I think they got plenty of wings that can, probably hold Olay to a solid 15 points or whatever. Like they have athletes, they have good teams, and I hate glazing that team because even before Cal, I couldn't stand Arkansas. And when we ever get into our hate and tolerate, I got plenty of players I hated, but the game is just I don't feel good about it. Acuff is good, so
I don't either. I mean, one of those guards, whether it's Acuff or
there's Thomas, Malik Thomas, and
Malik
then
Thomas,
God
one
forbid
of
DJ
them is
Wagner go
going to
off on
go
us.
nuts. Because the only capable guard that we have that's good on defense is Aberdeen.
Yeah, and no one has been able to guard Acuff all year. So maybe hopefully just get his and shut other people down.
I'm calling it right now. You watch. Within 3 minutes into the game, Aberdeen's gonna have 2 fouls.
And I'd like to say that's a good
They're
like a
they're
hard
going
call.
to attack Aberdeen because they know that's the only guy that can guard Aberdeen.
Yeah, and
Or Acuff, sorry.
this isn't at Rupp, but last year Wagner kind of was the reason we lost. He had a pretty decent game. Can't let Wagner beat us.
Yeah, Wagner. I don't think Wagner's gonna have any effect in this game.
I don't think he will either. But I do think Kevin Knox brother will. Carter Knox, he's been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
He's good, and
Carter, Billy Richmond's coming
Billy
into his
Richmond.
own.
Yeah, I know all the guys we thought we were gonna have here ended up in Arkansas.
Yep. And yet we'd still be sitting here complaining about a 5-loss team.
Right? Hey, I'm sure a lot of people in UK media have talked about this, but there was no reason for us to keep Cal. I don't care. Like it doesn't matter if
No,
he
you're
or
right.
fans. There's absolutely no reason for us to keep him. Just every fan, every media member, every UK fan needs to remember They're feeling after Texas A&M, St. Peter's, and Oakland, three of the biggest losses in the last 2 years.
You're not wrong. I mean, I've said this before, but thank God he flirted with chicken nugget money.
Thank God he went to the Final Four and met up with
You
Phil
know,
and Tyson.
it and he did that knowing what was coming. You know, he knew it was time for a breakup. We all knew it was time for a breakup.
If I
In
remember
theory, Cal
correctly,
did us a favor.
all he really had was Knox and Richmond lined up. He didn't even have like any other freshmen really lined up for us, and they were kind of maybes. So, like, I think
Oh
he
yeah,
wasn't sure if he was staying here.
we had Carter Knox and Billy Richmond.
That's what I was saying. That was really it. And those two clearly have shown they're going to follow him everywhere. So I don't think he was really expecting to stay here either after the
So,
season was
but
over.
and good on Cal there for you know what? I did a lot of great things here. They did a lot of great things for me. I'll go flirt with another school. That way they don't have to pay the buyout.
Yeah, I'd love to say that he did that on purpose.
Yes, we may have fumbled the hire after Cal, and I'm not afraid to admit that.
It's still TBD, but it's trending
Yes,
down right now. But
very
that's coaching, and
TBD.
replacing legends is tough. John Shire just happened to walk into the right situation at the right time, but whoever replaces Bill Self at Kansas ain't going to do well. Hubert Davis has only done well 1 year after Roy Williams. It's hard to replace a legend.
No, you're not wrong. I mean, it's like the equivalent of being like a stand-up comedian and like you watch Kill Tony.
Oh yeah, he's hilarious. That show's hilarious.
So you know how they do the bucket pulls, right?
Oh yeah,
It's like, oh, they'll pull out like stars and legends from the show, and it's like,
yeah.
oh, now we're just gonna pull a random name, and you gotta follow fucking uh Shane Gillis in a
Yeah.
packed arena, and you've never done comedy before. It's
Before, yeah, it's like that.
like I gotta follow Shane Gillis, who just walked out of here with a standing ovation.
That
It's a big, beautiful planet. We love
the
America.
the
Doing
best
his
Trump
Donald
impersonator.
Trump.
He is the best Trump impersonator.
Oh my God, he's so good. So good.
Notre Dame,
We
Notre
love
Dame fan too.
America.
Called out Nick Saban in the SEC. That was funny. They just joked
Yeah.
about it, but it's funny.
But that's what it's like. I mean, if we're being 100% honest, we all know
That
Cal is the legend of the game.
yeah, but Cal came from Memphis and having NBA players already, coaching in the NBA. He walked into Kentucky established already.
Yeah. I mean, when you put players in the NBA from UMass, you got something going for you.
He was Calipari was an active Hall of Famer like 8 years into coaching Kentucky. All right, he did like
Yeah. I mean,
he-
I know we're giving Cal praise, and that's not what we should
well,
be doing the night before we play him. But we're paying our respects.
exactly.
Yes,
We
it was time to part ways, but you got to
only
give the guys flowers.
the thing that I absolutely want to criticize him for, but I can't, Calipari, is that he only won one title because Tubby and Patino only won one title, and everyone loves and adores them. Cal only won one. He coached here a lot longer, but they all only won one.
How many coaches have won multiple titles here other than Rupp?
None, just them,
Is
just
it?
him.
No, I feel like Joe B. Hall
Joe,
maybe won two.
I think Joe B only got one with Goose, and that's it.
I
So
mean,
yeah,
that what an argument right there.
yeah, right. So
Maybe
I,
that's the
that
standard. You win one, it's time to get out of town.
well, you win one and you don't lose in the first round of the tournament a lot, and he just did it back to back years. Well, not
Yeah,
really back to back years. Everyone forgets the year with Casey Wallace and Sheboy's second year. They lost in the second round, but he lost in the first round when Oscar Sheboy was the unanimous National Player of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some inexcusable losses, but that kind of just plays into my
Well,
point of like
that's why he had to
you won
go, is
your
what I'm
title
saying.
here,
Yeah.
you won your title here. Time to go on.
Yeah. Well, it's not the same at Michigan State, right? Because Izzo got his in 2000 and he's still there.
I mean, that's got to be it because that's the reason we went 38-1. You won
Yeah.
your title here. You're not winning another one. Only
All right.
one man has won multiple titles.
I'm sure you would probably agree with this. After, I don't know if you would totally agree with it, but after the Fox and Monk year, I think, is either that year or the following year, he got offered the UCLA job. He should have took it then because UCLA was going to pay him a lot of money to go live in Los Angeles, and he's going to get paid more. It was after one of those years, and he should have took it then.
Yeah, and I think it was after the Fox Monk year.
Hmm.
But here's the kicker: California state tax.
Yeah, but he's already rich.
That is also true, but their state tax is so high,
Yeah.
he would have basically made the equivalent of coaching at Kentucky.
Yeah, that's fair. I saw that.
I
Not
mean,
to get on.
yes, there's an argument there to who's the more historic program. I mean, obviously UCLA has more titles.
I'm saying he should have left while the iron was striking hot. We know later the PJ and Hero team were good, and the team that got cut short the COVID year was good, but
Right.
they weren't like Fox Mump and Bam were probably the last time he was at his all time high. Like he was on top of the college basketball world. Then we got upset by John Higgins and Drew Franklin's twin, Luke May, and we that was kind of
Yeah,
when
Drew
it started.
Franklin Jr.
Yeah, he kind of it's at least just as a fan in my head. That's when all the I don't know. I'll always go back to that year, and I was like, if I were him, I probably would have took the UCLA job because I mean, at Kentucky,
And
you
he
coach 10
probably
and you
wishes
lose
he would have.
15 years on your life. So,
He
but
probably wishes he would have.
yeah,
If
unless
we're
he's happy
being
where he's at
100%
now.
off,
Because
where would you rather coach? Little Rock, Arkansas, or Los Angeles, California?
well, like you said, the taxes got to come into it. But at the same time, like you said, UCLA hasn't been rolling at the same rate like they used to. They did make that random Final Four with Johnny Juzang, but um,
Right, that was crazy.
yeah, got beat on that half court shot with Jalen Suggs. That was crazy. But uh, yeah, anyways, since we're talking about this, you gonna do a little hate or tolerate with Arkansas?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, it's gonna be a hard one first for me to tolerate because I don't like a whole lot of Arkansas players, or have in the past, because they've probably I bet they have the fourth or fifth best record against us in the SEC. Like they have routinely kind of given us some problems. But my let's just go hate. Let me name all the hate because I can't think of any that I tolerate. Bobby Portis, he stole SEC Player of the Year from Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yep,
Chad Qualls got that game-winning dunk against us when he didn't do most
yep,
anything that whole game. Uh, Ronnie Brewer I didn't like him either. He torched a couple of the Bogans and or the Rondo teams.
yep,
Um, who else did I have in my head? Daniel Gafford. I didn't like him either.
yep.
Um,
You've literally taken all of my hates.
and the left-handed point guard. What was that guy's name? He was number 4 and he's left-handed point guard and he had the very long hair. Gosh, I can't remember his name. I couldn't stand him either, but I'll end up looking it up and find it eventually.
I feel like
But
his name was like Brady something.
yeah, I did too. But yeah, there's a couple of them, and who was
You pretty much hit all of my hate, my
yeah.
tolerate for Arkansas. I'm gonna span multiple sports here.
Ooh, okay.
I really tolerate Cal.
Yeah, that's
I know
fair.
we just had that conversation, so I won't get too far into that. But I also love Darren McFadden.
Darren McFadden. I did too. Him and Felix Jones together. Yeah.
great running back. I know that has no connection to any of our teams, but
Guess
I
what?
love
It kind of
watching that
does.
guy play
It
ball.
does because I don't know if you remember this when we played them down there in Arkansas. I only reason I remember this because it was during an ice storm and I was sitting in my aunt's basement watching it and we beat them. It was McFadden and Felix Jones, and after the game they said that Kentucky team was the hardest team that had ever hit us in all the SEC.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Okay, so the point guard I was trying to remember was Courtney Fortson.
Okay, I was totally off on that one.
Not, yeah, I just had the picture in my head. And I just ended up looking at Arkansas point guard recruits and so, uh, yeah, I'm with you on that too. And I do think what they just got a new football coach, and we got the better hire, and we were both up for a coach at the same time. So they might, we know they're not a better basketball school. They might think they are now, but they definitely aren't a better football school either. What school was Arkansas? Baseball?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
baseball,
Yeah,
gymnastics.
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, they don't have a rich history, and you would think, man, they should have. I mean, back in the '90s, they were good in basketball when they
Well,
had
Nolan
Nolan
Richardson.
Richardson,
Yeah.
but
Corliss Williamson
that's
was their
like
best player. Yeah.
literally their only basketball history. They don't have a football history,
They made Sweet 16 like 3 years in a row with Musselman until Cal got there.
right?
They're decent.
Uh, isn't it isn't it wild how he skipped town? Said, you know what? I'm going to USC.
Yeah, I think from what I read back when it happened, it was power of the wife. The wife loved living in California. I think he was a coach of the Kings at one time, maybe, and she just liked being in
Yeah, I know he
California.
coached at a school in California before he made the move to Arkansas.
Yeah, so that's probably why. But he's a good coach. I don't know. I don't think USC's projected to make tournament, but Arkansas may have upgraded if that's the case. Who knows? But they definitely got better freshmen
Right?
now.
No kidding. No kidding. So, well, what we got next? We doing the helmet segment?
Well, helmet segment, yeah. And since we've been being mostly college heavy, I only put college football helmets in this one today. So we've got the best helmet of all, the upside down UK one.
I love it.
Uh,
I love
back
the helmet.
back during the Fox and Monk days, we would have basketball watch parties at our crib, and anytime we were losing or needed good luck, people would start putting this helmet on, and passing it around. So it was the good luck helmet.
All
All
right.
right, all right. There we go. Oh, roll damn tide.
Roll damn tide. Man,
Well,
so many football names come to mind. It's like what, half the NFL?
yeah. Did you ever get to watch? Did you ever get to go to a game when Alabama played here in Lexington?
I did not.
I went to one. It was back when Alabama's dynasty first started, kind of like with Saban. It was Mark
Right.
Ingram, 07, 08. It was one of those
Oh
years.
man.
Yeah, I was sitting nosebleeds. This is the only Bama game I've been to, but Ingram just torched us. I'll always remember Mark Ingram, of course. I know he won the Heisman that year, but he didn't have like the most stellar NFL career.
Who is your favorite Alabama player of all time? I know this is a cliche, or not cliche, but odd
No, it's not.
question.
I think when you say the best one, I think that's more cliche. When you say favorite, everyone has their own favorite. I don't know a lot of people's favorite NBA player being Kevin Garnett, and that's mine. So, um, my favorite Alabama, this actually might be cliche. This answer, Julio Jones. I love watching Julio Jones.
Okay, that's a great answer. I think
Yeah.
mine's a little bit of a throwback.
Okay.
Also a Kentucky boy.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, one Sean Alexander.
Yes. Yes. He was a beast.
But I mean, there's so many.
Another
I
Kentucky
mean,
boy
they were
played
an
there.
NFL factory for
Damian Harris played there. Another Kentucky boy.
that. That is true. Didn't care for him.
Well, yeah, and he didn't last long in the NFL either. I think he's calling stuff on CBS Sports right now. So
Yeah, but that was an unfortunate situation.
no, yeah,
He
that's
took
fair
a
there. That's fair. But
yeah, took a nasty neck
all
injury.
right. So in Alabama's great football history, who would you say from 2000 on, modern or 95 on, whatever, is the best quarterback they've ever had? Because they've never really had one succeed in the NFL.
Well, there's one clear answer,
Okay.
and it's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I think it's him. But if you're talking about, and then if you're talking about in college, I think you could maybe say Mac Jones. Mac
And
Jones won a
yeah, well,
lot.
so did Tua.
So did what's that? John Parker Wilson. I was trying to think of the other random white quarterbacks Alabama
Yeah, you go to
had.
Alabama and you win. Well, you used to.
Tyus Henson was fired this year. I don't know if you heard about him. They're saying someone's going to offer him a lot of money to transfer.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, he's already declared for the draft, so
Tyus Henson did? I thought he was only a sophomore. I must have missing that.
I think he's declared for the draft.
All right. I know
You can double
sometimes
check
sophomores
me on
can
that,
too.
but because I thought he
That's
had an offer to transfer to Miami.
Yeah, he did, and they took Mensa from
Well, I
Duke.
think that's because
Well, they stole Mensa
Ty
from Duke.
Simpson. But I don't know. I don't really ever. You know what? Number one Bama goat of all time, Forrest motherfucking Gump.
Run, Forrest.
He's the goat.
He is.
He's
He
the
is.
goat.
He is. And they probably had the GOAT football coach too, maybe two of them. They're Brian and
Yeah,
Saban.
and that's why I really don't have any hate for Bama.
You know what
You
I hate
know,
about them? These damn
they're
helmets. They
great
need to do
because of us.
something with them. Put something on these helmets other than
Yeah,
numbers.
but it's well they do now. It's an A.
That's true. I just got a number one. I forgot about the A, but let's put a elephant head on it or something.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But then
Oh,
again, same point, kind of like the Bears. We don't vary much from our uniform selection.
that's fair. Maybe because I'm biased, but something in my
You got to
head
keep
just sees navy and orange as like popping and classy, even though it's just a C, and this is just maroon and white and boring.
some of these original uniforms around because nothing
Well,
else makes sense.
I don't know if I'm going to draw them next, but well, since we're talking about it, Penn State. I know they're classic, but they need something.
Nah, I don't think you change those uniforms either.
No, I'm fine with the uniforms. I think you need something on the helmet. I want a decal on the helmet or something, or even give them a navy helmet just to change it up.
Don't they already though? Because I think they have a Nittany Lion sticker.
They don't. Trust me, my dad and I talk about it all the time because it makes us mad. We want something on that helmet.
Okay, I
They
trust you.
should. They should. The tradition, right? Anyways, all right, second helmet, since we're going on time. Ooh, random. The Boomer Sooner.
Oklahoma State. My mind immediately goes to two names.
Yeah.
Well, three names. And I gotta give a shout out to one of my boys. He never
I
really
know who
made
you're
it
setting
past
out.
Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
But Brandon Whedon,
Mm-hmm.
Des Bryant,
Mm-hmm.
and then special shout out to my boy Matt Green, product of Lafayette High School, who was
He
a kicker for Oklahoma State.
he played for both of them with both of them too, didn't he? Or he played with
He
Blackman.
sure did. I know he played with Des Bryant for sure.
Okay, so
Uh,
then it was Whedon. I forgot who Justin Blackman's quarterback was. They're kind of like Texas Tech. Oklahoma State has those quarterbacks that they'll throw
or
4,000 yards every year.
no. You're right. You're right. I said the wrong name. It was Justin Blackman. That was the year
Okay,
they went to the Fiesta Bowl.
but still, Des Bryant was a good shutout too. He was a great player out of Oklahoma State.
You, True, but I have a
Like your helmet.
not safe for air story
Okay.
because my buddy Matt was on that team as a freshman kicker who went to the Fiesta Bowl.
Brandon
And
Weed.
let's just say Justin Blackman is a wild, wild man.
Hence why he didn't last in the NFL long.
Bingo. He liked to party too much.
Yeah. And Dez did catch it. So he did catch it. Mainly because it was against the
Facts.
Packers. But
I like that.
uh, I think of who's it? Chuba Hubbard, running back. He's kind of recent.
Yeah.
Uh,
Didn't another great NFL running back play for them?
Barry
Didn't
Sanders.
Barry Sanders play for them?
Yep.
How
Arguably
did we not pull that name first?
because he's old. I don't know.
That's even worse if we consider ourselves old.
Well, we said favorite. We didn't say best. If we're going best, he's number one easily. Uh,
Yeah, but I feel worse about myself. I said first three names
yeah.
that come to mind,
Well,
and
you were a little biased. That happens. You had Matt in there with and his teammates.
right.
But no, Barry Sanders. The Lions have two of the best careers to end early with Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson.
Yep. Only two guys who have said, you know what, I'm tired of playing for this organization.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm retired.
Yeah. Well,
Do the
Oklahoma State.
Lions? Hey, serious question.
Mm-hmm.
Do the Lions still own the contractual rights to Calvin Johnson?
Oh.
I feel like he
Uh,
could still play.
he probably could.
Imagine him with Amon-Ra. That would be.
And Jameson Williams, he tears the Bears up every game.
And then Jameer Gibbs.
Yep, Jameer Gibbs,
Yeah.
and I don't know if they're still going to keep holding Montgomery, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, Oklahoma State, they just fired their coach too, or what? Mike Gundy was there forever. He's I'm a man, I'm 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40. What an
Yeah,
all-time quote.
right. That's hilarious. That's why he kept
All-time
his job
quote.
for so long. No, the Lions are done paying him. No more contracts. So, but
All
all right, we'll
right.
move on from Oklahoma
Well,
State.
let's do one more
Last
helmet.
last one. I'm gonna go with SEC again. Another powerhouse. Go Dogs.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I've never been to a game in Athens, but
Go
apparently
dog.
when you go down there, that's all they do is bark at you. So
Oh, man.
they got a good
Players to
history.
think about from Georgia.
Right away in my head, I think of the Stafford Moreno team, the team that wore those black jerseys and destroyed Hawaii in that bowl game.
Yep. My mind right away went to Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Only because the Rams beat us.
AJ Green.
No Sean Moreno. That was
Yeah.
another flame out in the NFL, unfortunately.
Right. Another career in too soon, tied to the
AJ Green.
Rams. Yeah, AJ Green. Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley. Another flame out.
Yeah, he had like
And
four
that
good
was
years with the
such an
Rams.
unexpected flame out, man. Like,
I know.
Sunday, dude was one of the best running backs that's ever played the game, and then the next day it's like, yep, you're out of the league.
Right.
You're done. You're done,
Hmm.
son.
I can name two guys that had destroyed us every time we played them. Brock Bowers. He destroyed everybody he played.
Yep.
And our running back now, DeAndre Swift. He lit us up every time we
Yeah. Yeah.
played him.
And we got a cat that's gonna play for them next year.
Oh, yeah, we did, don't we?
Dante Dowdell. Isn't
Uh-huh.
that a wild chain of events?
Yeah. Going from basically
Dude has
Kentucky's
had a hell of a college
1B.
career.
He's, yeah.
Oregon,
All the,
Nebraska, Kentucky, Georgia. Hit all parts of the United States.
yeah, got to live four different lifestyles. That's for sure.
So, yeah, and all party schools.
Yeah, in one way or
Dude
another,
likes to
right?
party.
Clearly.
Hope
So
he didn't get caught driving.
you named the best Oklahoma State quarterback, Randall Weedens. I didn't even have to pull that up, but who I think we may have just named the best Georgia one, Stafford, too.
Yeah, it's Stafford.
Yeah. Now
I mean,
Georgia fans.
it's either him or Stetson Bennett, and
That's what I was going to say. Georgia fans will argue him maybe, but
no,
that's just because he
no.
won him a national title. That's why they would argue him. That's like us arguing that uh, Marcus Teague is the best
Uh,
Kentucky point guard of all time because he won a national title.
right. Do you throw Stetson Bennett into that conversation?
No, because he
Or no, I'm sorry, Carson Beck. They
no,
look very similar.
they do. I don't throw Carson Beck in there. He had one good season there, and he had a solid season in Miami. Uh, I don't know. I'm trying to
Yeah,
think of.
you're solid. You got rid of the natty.
Yeah. I'm saying he just. I don't know if he would have done the same on Georgia, uh, playing in the SEC.
So,
Put it that way.
hold on. He already won one at Georgia.
As a backup, he didn't win as a starter.
I thought he
He
won one as a
he,
starter.
he was Bennett's backup.
I know, but they went back to back. I thought he won the second one as a starter.
I think Bennett won both of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the
I
first year
thought
Bennett
Carson won
won.
one.
I think Bennett won the first one, and then the second one is when he went to the Heisman ceremony and won. Like he finished third or fourth in the Heisman. I'm pulling it up right now, but I'm pretty sure he won too. That's why they made a big deal. Yeah, Bennett won in 21 and 22.
Oh, I thought Carson Beck won one.
He was on the team
Okay.
though, and I think
Oh, I
Vandergriff was
know
on
he
the
was
team
on the
too.
team. Man.
Right?
All right. You got me on that one. I thought he at least started for one season and won a title.
I did too. I did too recently, and then I looked that up now too. So I saw what your thinking was. Yeah. So there's the mini helmet mania madness, whatever we want to call it. But it's a good Friday night pop, dude. Got anything else?
Game predictions tomorrow?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with. I really want to be positive. I really want them to be like an Antonio Reeves games where we just have someone like a Colin Chandler go off like he did in Tennessee too. Someone hit a bunch of threes. I don't have faith in it with that environment and with Cal coaching against us and that athletic of a team.
Yep.
So I think it will be closer than a lot of people think, but I still think it'll be like I'm gonna go Arkansas 86, Kentucky 75. I think it's 11.
Okay. I like that. Very similar. I think Arkansas wins 84-69. We
Okay.
lose, but somehow find a way to win because we scored 69.
Right. Hey,
And that's
well,
my inner childhood coming out.
that's okay. That's all right. I feel that. But hopefully our next pod will be a little more positive, and if we beat Arkansas, I think we will be a little more positive. So
Oh, yeah. We beat Arkansas. We might do an emergency small pod
might
tomorrow
have
night
to.
after the game.
Another thing to look out for tomorrow is I think it's Florida versus Alabama. The Nate Oates and Todd Golden talking shit to each other. I'm excited to watch that.
The Battle of Floribama Shore.
Right. I'm actually rooting for Florida for once. I know Alabama's kind of a popular team to dislike.
I'm rooting for the asteroid to hit the stadium.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I would do that a lot for when Florida and Tennessee plays. I wanted that too. I
Oh,
think because
yeah.
we play them multiple times a year.
Anytime anytime a Duke or a Louisville or a Tennessee or a Florida is playing, I'm automatically rooting for the asteroid. Just to hit a small asteroid. I don't want to take out the Earth. Just a small enough asteroid to take out said stadium.
I wanted that in 2021 or 2022 in New Orleans when all the Blue Bloods made the Final Four and we didn't.
Right.
So hopefully that never happens again. See how it goes, and uh, just I'm trying to say something positive for tomorrow, but it's tough. It's tough. Just go
It's
Cats,
hard to
go
find
Bears,
something positive to talk about. You're
go
not
Cats,
wrong.
go Bears. That's all I can say. Go Cats,
Go
go Bears.
Cats, go Krogering, stay warm. Don't fuck up your wrist when chipping away at the ice.
Yeah, don't pull a Clark Henry or a Ryan Lemon. Don't do that. So
Yep, yep. Oh man, I didn't even think about that parallel.
yeah,
That's a great pull. Anyways, go Cats, go Krogering. We'll catch you in a couple days for another episode.
absolutely. Catch you later, bud.